What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dream a Little, the podcast that's all about helping you feel confident with your kink so you can courageously share it with your partner. I'm your host, Lo. Thank you so much for listening. I'm not going to lie to you guys because I always, I want to be honest, and I've been feeling a little bit in a funk lately, but honestly, after reading some messages from you guys telling me how much this podcast has helped you in some way, that really made it easier for me to snap out of the funk that I was in. And I think we all have those times where we just don't feel great about ourselves or our lives, and we just feel down. There were podcasts to record, blogs to write, and all of this stuff on my to-do list, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I felt really down about everything. But after, taking some time to take care of my body and myself, and after reading some of those really amazing messages from you guys, I'm starting to feel normal again, and I'm finally coming back around. So if you're going through a hard time, I just want you to know that it does get better eventually, and it's totally normal to get into a funk sometimes. Now, I'm not talking about clinical depression or anything like that. I'm just talking about the blues, It's easy to forget, when you're in the moment and it just feels like the worst thing in the world, but it is temporary and you will get through it. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different because we are going to be talking all about products, specifically some of my favorite products on Amazon. I receive a lot of questions about products, specifically which products I like and where to get them. And I think whether you're just getting started on your role-playing journey or you've been into this kink for a while, you'll find this helpful. Now, what I will not be covering in this episode in depth is the kink-specific brands and their websites, because honestly, for the most part, anytime you order from an ABGL company, it's pretty much a safe bet. They know their customers really well, and they're usually in tune with what their customer would want in regards to discreet packaging and shipping. But just to name a few of my favorite brands, I really love Tykables. Their dips are great. And then ABU has just awesome dips. And they have such a variety of different styles and sizes, and they're just great. So if you're curious about their packaging and what comes on the shipping label, just check on their websites under the frequently asked questions, and normally they will tell you exactly what comes on it. But today we're going to be talking about Amazon, because I'm not always patient enough to wait 5 to 7 days for my package from an AB company to be delivered. And I'm also not willing to pay an extra $15, $20 just to get it a couple days early. I'm kind of a self-diagnosed Amazon Prime addict. If I don't have to walk into a store and buy things, and I could just click a button and in a couple days it will be on my doorstep, that's ideal for me. In the past, with ordering kink stuff on Amazon, I've come very close to being exposed. I've talked about it here on the show before. And I always used to have a hard time because I would sift through all the reviews trying to find out exactly what the shipping label would say. And sometimes it's not clear. So that's why I went ahead and created an Amazon curated shop on my website, which I'm really excited about. So if you go to my website, thelittle.lounge.com, you'll see a tab for shop. And every single product can be ordered on Amazon, and I've done all the research for you. Every item description, when you click on the picture, it will tell you whether or not that item is eligible for Amazon Prime, meaning you could get it in 2 days. And it will also say exactly what the shipping label mentions, as well as a link to buy the product on Amazon. And just FYI, I am an Amazon affiliate. So whenever you click a link to a product from my website and you end up buying anything on Amazon within a 24-hour period, even if you don't buy the original product you clicked on, I will receive a small commission fee on whatever is in your cart. So I just want to be completely transparent about that. But some other things to consider when you are ordering from Amazon are whether or not you share an Amazon Prime account with someone, because they will be able to see everything that you purchase. And if you're really worried about someone accidentally opening your package or asking about your package. I mean, I know we've all had like nosy roommates here and there. There's a feature on Amazon where you can actually go and pick your product up at a facility nearby. And I believe that you get a locker. I've never used this method myself, but I do know a few other people who use this all the time. And I've been really intrigued by the idea. So I was thinking maybe I could test it out and film the process to share with you exactly how it works. I mean, some of my concerns are just being embarrassed picking it up. Like, do you have to talk to someone or did they just give you a code for the locker? You know what I mean? So if you're interested in seeing this type of video or if you'd find it helpful, please let me know by just sending me a message. Some of the items I mentioned in this episode are specifically from kink companies. As a general guideline, you should always order your regression products, dips, pacifiers, bottles, and stuff from AB companies because they generally know what type of shipping their customers want generally. And whenever you order actual baby products or even medical products, they are not as discreet. And I had to learn this the hard way when I ordered a package of Molliecares from Amazon. And no joke, a ginormous box with a picture of the Mollycare was left on my doorstep. And luckily I made it home before my roommate because it had my name on the label and everything. So that was potentially going to be a disastrous situation and very embarrassing. By the way, in case you're wondering how I found out what the return label says, I did one of two things. I either messaged the distributor directly asking what they put on the label, or I researched and sifted through all the comments and reviews to see if someone mentioned what the label says or even posted a picture of the box. So you can find links to all the products I mentioned in this week's blog post at thelittlelounge.com/95. Since this is episode 95, I can hardly believe that it's 95. That's crazy. And if you're not a fan of these products or if you're just curious what else I have on the shop, definitely go check it out at thelittlelounge.com/shop. Right now, I have about 50 different products on there to choose from, and you can even filter based off of tags like Amazon Prime eligible, discreet delivery, what I like to call low-key little, and even like $30 and under or $50 and under if you have a specific budget in mind. All right, so let's jump into some of my favorite products. These are just 3 different types of products that I think that every AB should have because, I mean, I used to be one to think like, oh, it's all about the mindset. I don't need to have products to feel a certain way. But let's be honest, like some of these products can really enhance your little space and make it feel a little bit more real. So first up, obviously, I got to mention onesies. We all love them when we're in little space. They look cute. They make you feel cute. And they're just so comfy. I used to think it was just a waste of money. But like I said before, it really, really adds something to the role play. And some of my favorite patterns and styles come from the company Little for Big. I'm not an affiliate for them. I just love their designs because I also like that they have a variety of onesies from the super cute babyish ones all the way to what I call low-key little, which is, for example, you could buy like a plain black onesie that you could easily wear under jeans or a skirt. And I've tried this company's products before, so I know they're good quality. Plus, I believe most, if not all of their products are eligible for Amazon Prime, meaning you can get it within 2 days, which is awesome. The only issue that I have with this company on Amazon is that the return shipping label will say Little for Big. But if you live alone and you're not worried about that, or your roommate isn't nosy, or you know you could pick it up, I'd say go for it. Or you could opt to pick it up from your local Amazon locker when you check out. You can click that little box. All right, moving on to pacifiers. Another little space essential that I feel like cannot be skipped. This is great for those of you who are just starting to role play with your partners before you get into some of the more intense stuff. I mean, compared to most other AB products, this is definitely what I would consider mild. It's an easy way to kind of dip your partner's toes in and see how they react. I used to use, when my boyfriend, my fiance and I first started role playing, he actually went and bought me actual baby products, but I realized they were hurting my mouth and can actually cause some damage to your teeth. which is why I've stopped using those, even though they're so cute. And a lot of AB companies just have like plain colors, but Little for Big has some awesome ones on Amazon that have little patterns and little puppies and kitties and stuff like that. So I feature those on the website at thelittlelounge.com/95. You can see images and maybe go buy it if you like. Okay, moving on to dips. This is probably what you've been expecting this whole episode. So if you're listening to this podcast before, you know that I recommend good nights for those of you who are just starting out and are more on the petite side. There are good nights available on Amazon Prime, but to be honest, I couldn't find very much information about shipping. In fact, in the description, there was a disclaimer saying the product packaging might vary. And to me, living with roommates, that is just way too risky. I would personally not want to have a huge, obvious box delivered to my place. But the good news is that there are a lot more kink companies coming up on Amazon now, and they do deliver discreetly. Recently, I actually ordered my first pair of cloth from Rears, and on Amazon, the shipping label, they have D4L. So I feel like that's pretty discreet. But anyways, these like pants, the cloth pants, they're like blue with little monsters on them. They're really, really cute. So to me, D4L would be considered discreet. If an unsuspecting roommate or someone were to notice that on the label, I doubt that they would say anything or would raise any suspicion. And the same company also creates disposable products, just like other Rears products. I haven't really tried a bunch of their stuff, but I have tried their safari dips, and I'm a fan of those. Another dip that I recently ordered from Amazon was the carousels, and I was so excited to try them. The shipping was super fast. I actually think it came the same day that I ordered it, which was faster than any other product I've ever ordered. And the price was awesome, and the shipping was so discreet. It just said, like, I think task on it, TASC or something like that. It wasn't obvious at all. No one would ever suspect anything. But as for the dip, I've got to say I was not the biggest fan. And I hate to say this because I love the design of it so much. Don't get me wrong. It's a great dip if you really like thick ones. But personally, since I have such a small frame and they only offer size medium and large, it just didn't fit me properly. Like, it's one of those where I would put the tapes on and they were kind of like overlapping and blocking like the whole image on the front. And I was pretty bummed because I just think they're so adorable. But if you've got a larger body frame and you're bigger than me, I'm 110 pounds and I'm about 5'2", I'd say definitely give them a try. They're really, really cute. I just wish they fit me better. So those are my top items you need to have in your collection. It's simple, I know, and it sounds so simple. And I know some people go a little ham with their collections, and don't get me wrong, I have a very, very large collection too. But I feel like that's because I was an affiliate for a brand before that used to send me a bunch of stuff just for free for promoting them. So don't get caught up on acquiring a bunch of products at the end of the day, because having 1 to 2 items in each category is enough. Like, I probably have over 50 onesies. I'm not even joking. And I wear 1 or 2 of them on a daily basis. Plus, if you've got a vanilla partner and you want to make sure you're not kind of overwhelming them with this huge stash. To be completely honest, I was chatting with another AB the other day, and we were both kind of agreeing that sometimes the stash can get out of hand for kinksters, even for like us. Because one time I met up with another kinkster, and I was like, he was very excited to show me his collection. And even when I saw it, I was a little bit turned off, even though I'm into the same stuff. I don't know what it is, but it kind of made me think it was a little bit of an obsession, which just didn't seem healthy. Now, if you're a kink YouTuber, blogger, or an affiliate, or you review products or something like that, I totally understand why you want to have a big collection. But if you're just doing this every now and then with your partner, like, there's really no need for 20, 30, 40, 50 onesies, to be honest. And as I mentioned earlier, I purchased some training pants on Amazon, and I'm going to create an unboxing video of them to show you exactly how the packaging comes. So to get access to this video, just head over to thelittlelounge.com/95. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's a little bit different from what we normally do. If you have any more questions about products or anything, feel free to send me a message through the website at thelittlelounge.com. You'll see a little contact form in the upper right-hand corner. So thanks again for listening. Hope you have a great day. Well, there you have it, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. I do have a quick announcement before I go. My boyfriend TK and I are starting a new podcast series on Patreon where we answer questions directly from you. So to join in on the fun and possibly get your questions answered, head over to patreon.com/dreamalittle. I'll see you there.